Hi, I have to go through my yarn stash. Okay, I'm fairly quite small here. Hi, maybe not say we're in the end of August right now. It's the 27th of August, and when September comes along next week, it's Saturday today. When September starts on Thursday, it is also the beginning of the CAPEtember Make-Along by Shannon from Shannon Makes, and what's her name again? Julian Eve. Please tell me I said that correctly. Now let's start over. Last year in September, Shannon from Shannon Makes had the CAPEtember Sew Along, where she was making a cape from a Vogue pattern, and there were lots of others participating as well, sewing a cape. But this year Shannon teamed up with Julian Eve, so that this year it's not a sew along, it's a make along, which means that any type of craft that you do, knitting, crochet, sewing, weaving, embroidery, bobbin lace making, recycle, you name it, you can make a cape or a shawl or a poncho or whatever, as long as it's something that sort of drapes from shoulders down. I'll leave you a link in the description box to Shannon's YouTube video introducing this CAPEtember Make-Along. She explains it much better than I do. I started to think about what am I going to do, because I really wanted to participate, and I have lost my sewing motivation. Nothing has happened in July or August, pretty much. I can't even remember the last time I actually sewed something. Okay, I did sew on 4 buttons the other day, but I think it was because of the pants. Anyway, during July, I simply just said, screw me, and I knitted instead. And so far, well, I've been knitting pretty much since the beginning of this year, but I did knit sort of a t-shirt, and then I knitted a top, a tank top sort of, which is collar blocked, so that it on one side, the right side is sort of purple and the left side is blue, and then reversed on the back, and it was really nice. And when I had done those, I just have to sit down here. Oh, I need something to sit on. When I had done those, I did another t-shirt. I knitted another t-shirt and put in some different coloured stripes, and as soon as I was finished with that one, I cast on stitches to make a third one, and that one is soon done. The fishnet thing is still not done. I have to think about how to do this, but it's here. But I've been knitting and I haven't been sewing. It just, well, Okay, I did sew one thing in July. I went to a second-hand store and I found 2 pillowcases in the same color. And so I was like, it's really ridiculous, because the second-hand store was having 50% off of everything, and they shouldn't have to do that. These 2 pillowcases were extremely cheap because of that. Now, one of them was 2 separate pieces sewn together, and then the other one was just one long piece that had been turned into a pillowcase. But I actually did sew a little skirt of the pillowcase. So I just haven't put on a hook or a button or anything. It's just lying here because I have to put on some sort of closure. But okay, I sewed 4 panels together, same length, gathered it up by hand, and sewed on this yellow bias binding I made for waist tape, waistband, and well, made a placket best I could, and that was that, because, well, I was visiting my father, and at my father's I have a sewing machine from 1955. If I remember correctly, it's a Phoenix. That's all I sewed, and that's it. Else I've been knitting. Long story short, in this CAPEtember Make-Along, I'm not going to be sewing a cape, even though my Spider-Man cape has not yet been lined. Oh well, that's life. I'm going to crochet something, which is really weird because I have not really been crocheting anything maybe a button or 2. I tried to make a button, right? When I did the pirate shirt. But I'm going to crochet a cape. I made a little list here on an envelope, and I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 different ideas written down. It's because I actually went through my yarn stash the other night, and then my mind just went out into space and was in orbit there for quite a while. I can show you the yarn that gave me these different ideas, but I have made up my mind what I'm going to make. Give me a pillow or 2 or 4 or 7. No, you know what? I'm just going to sit here. I went on Pinterest and I have this folder or board there where I save or pin things that has got to do with crochet. And I looked at that folder, and I have a folder there that is called shawl clothes, and that's it. And the last thing that I had put in that folder was a dress, blouse, whatever, by Oscar de la Renta. Oh, I butchered that. Oscar de la Renta, from his fall collection 2022, ready to wear, I have since found out. And there's all this, it's with flowers and motifs and I don't know. I think there's lots of flowers and I don't follow the high fashion, really. I don't. It's just because I stumbled across this specific one that I noticed, but I have since then seen that there's a lot of floral prints and stuff like that, which is all over the fashion industry. I started to think about this, doing something based on this, a cape where it's taking the theme of not flowers but nature. It could be leaves, autumn leaves, you know, because we're approaching autumn in my part of the world. But I wasn't really so hooked on it, and I was still looking at the other ideas I'd written down, and I was like, ha. Rachel Maxey. I have been away from YouTube quite a while as well. Last night when Rachel Maxey uploaded her video where she is repainting a pair of stays or a corset or whatever it is, when she did the orange side, when she painted that, then I just knew my CAPEtember Make-Along is going to be a cape with autumn leaves. Obviously, there's a whole range of colours. You could go from like a brown colour to like, oh, come here, the box, to, this one might be too yellow, but this one is sort of greenish yellow. Maybe this is actually not so bad. I have one that is more green here, and then we could just take some red, like, maybe that's not so bad. Oh well, but there's so many colours, and orange and maroon, whatever. I'm going to find all kinds of scrap yarn that I have to use for this, all these leaves I'm going to crochet, because I'm going to need a lot. Now I have found this like basic pattern, crochet pattern that I could use as inspiration. I think the pattern is totally ridiculous, so I think I'm just going to use it as inspiration to go along. There's sometimes I just find that crochet patterns are, they make no sense. It's not logical. It's not like the way that I would do them. And you know, it's from bottom up, but okay, that will limit sort of the length and the swoosh of it. But still, I just think it's, but okay. I have my sort of base figured out for this cape. So now I need to go through all my scrap yarns and to see what do I have. And as you might have guessed, I did start to put some in this little box here. It's not a lot, a bit of this and that. Some of it is from a project I had scrapped and finally took apart this week. It took a couple of nights doing that. And this is something that I found, that I thought that I could use. Let me see, what is the content? I could actually knit socks from this, but I only have one skein, so, but this is wool superwash and a bit of polymer in it, sock yarn. I think it has nice colors, so I think it could be really, really cool to use for something in this. I thought I would just take you along trying to collect everything together, and then when September 1st hits, then I'm ready, and then I'm gonna start. I actually want to start right now, but let's find some materials. I think I'm going to start looking in the boxes up on my shelf. I know I have some yarn scraps there from previous projects. Oh, knitting needles. Two boxes. Okay, first box. This is mostly cotton. This is wool. This is for sure. Hey, this is for my that I mended in the World War II so long. Why can't I remember what that is called? It is. Oh, look. I have not attached the thumb for my gloves, which are both like closed and fingerless. If I keep these, maybe one day I will attach them. Well, oh look, orange and some dark red and something here that could be used. Oh, this was a small scrap. Green? Let's put it in there. Christmas red. No, not that one. Next. Oh no, I think this is just cut-offs. It's not like there's an eye. What's in these? This is some yellow or something. Is this just cut? Is all of it cut in just, yeah, okay. Well, anywho, not much of a stash bust in this. Okay. That didn't help much. Well, that's that. As you can see, I have just moved a few things to access my absolute giant box, which you cannot see because the sofa is hiding most of it, along with all the other things. And I have a few boxes here. I think I'll show you the yarn that I looked at the other night, and which inspired me for the different ideas. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm sorry about the lack of light. I can't really do anything about that right now, but here we are. My giant box, and you can't even see all of it. The first thing that I thought of was, of course, this one. which is nice autumn colours, but I have written a note here on something I would like to do with it, but it has been here for I don't know how long. I think I'm going to take this one. I was looking into this box and the first thing that came to mind was that I could use these cakes that I have. But here's a thought. This one goes from black to green to white to sort of beige. And this one goes from a light beige, a dark beige, and into green and white, green and beige and black and all that. And I thought, oh, but I could use these 4 cakes and make a giant shawl. And yes, of course I could do that, but that's a lot of crochet. I have this mystery yarn, and I thought maybe I could use that. I have no idea what the fibre content is. There's still some mystery yarn here that, oh no, it actually has its, it's nice to keep them here in the middle. So I can see what this is. This is acrylic. I don't like acrylic yarn. Well, for some things, blankets and such, I do. And funny things, but oh well. Then I looked at something else in another box that we're going to look in shortly, but I found out that I have sort of this fake fur yarn here, and it gave me ideas to you know, these you see in movies. It's like organza, and then it has sort of fur trim or feathers or something, and it reminded me so much, and I was not aware that I had this colour. I'm still thinking about these, autumn maybe, or maybe I should not do it, but these in combination with something else gave me an idea. All of this is acrylics. There's a lot of it. I don't know what's further down in this box. It's quite a while since I filled it up. But these had me thinking, and the fake fur things. Of course, I have a lot of this. No. There was something else. Oh, I think I'm just going to move you here so you can see all of the box. It's like there's more here. Down there's some giant cakes as well. Hi, how do you like it in my yarn stash? Oh, here you can see it. More light. I thought maybe I could make something from those thick capes. I didn't actually write it down. I think maybe I should go through this and clear some of it out. I mean, this box can hold about, how much? 130 litres? It doesn't say. Now, that fake fur yarn that I had, let me just take this out. I thought about taking the black fake fur and use with this sort of velvet yarn here and create one of these movie star capes. I have 10 skeins of this, so I thought I could use this. Autumn colour. Nah, I think I'm gonna let this wait. There's not so much yarn in this one. This is just UFOs that have been UFOs for years. That's that. Let me just get rid of these. Oh, the next box. Good. Oh, yes. Again, with the fake fur, I thought of using this black, grey, white yarn and create sort of a shawl, capelet, staller, whatever, with the fake fur in the, also the black colour, but it could also be the white. I'm gonna see how much I have of little bits of yarn and simply just put it in the box. I have lots of yarn. Well, this could probably work for something. Here's some orange. Yes, hi. Let's put you down there. You. This one. What is this? It's a nice green colour, but no. That's actually nice. Oh, a project I want to make. Green. This has a funny look. What is this? Bamboo. I think we can use this. Yeah. Pink. Hey, more orange. But you're not quite the same color. Oh, I'm creating a mess here. Shiny. Yeah. This I could also use. How much do I have of this? Right. Right. Hold up, what is this? Maybe not the best decision I have done in my life. Oh, what a mess. Well, maybe I could use some of this. I could, couldn't I? Does it matter that there's some pink and... Let's just take this. This sort of colour here, this is nice. Oh, there's more if you need it. Well, I think so far it's a start. Right? Oh well, I could always dig in again. This might be a bit too light, and there's some sparkle in it. Oh well, we need some sparkle. What are you? A packer. This goes in the wall box. That box is now full. Maybe you would like to see my wall box. It's not big. Now, these three colors are actually very beautiful. I'll have to think about that. But, oh, they even came with this little pumpkins. Now that I have the first box full of yarn for this project, I have a few patterns to crochet leaves. This one I have crocheted before and actually used it as coasters. This one, I don't remember that I actually made this one. Now this one I would absolutely love to make. I'm going to leave the links for these patterns down in the description box. And then I thought, well, acorns, that could also be suitable for autumn. This is my own take on a leaf pattern. Maybe I have written this down from something that I found online, and there's a bit of another one. I might, yeah, I think I have just written what I am to do instead of the diagram. I think that's what I've done. So I do have a few crochet patterns. Of course, I've seen lots more on Pinterest. This is the start.